family, it's Jojo O'Neal. Welcome to another edition of Handle Your Business. It's my new podcast, and what we do is we highlight and focus entrepreneurs. And here with me today, very special guest, Arlene Webber, co-owner of Salon Ciseaux. Arlene!
Hi, Jojo.
Hey, darling. It's so good to see you, as always.
I know. It's been a long time.
It's been a long
We've
time.
been together a long time.
So let's just dive right into your backstory, because a lot of people have heard of Salon Ciseaux. How long have you all been in business?
26 years.
Wow, 26 years. Arlene, you're going to make me feel old.
I know. Don't we look good?
You still look the same. But before we get to the Salon Ciseaux story, let's talk about your personal backstory. Tell us where you came from and how you got to be here in the States.
Okay, I'm originally from Jamaica, West Indies.
Hey, wagwan.
And I had a dream to actually own a business. I wanted to have a salon that anybody could come into, no matter what culture, color they were, and get service. They wouldn't have an issue. Okay. And I started off with that dream in Jamaica. My mom actually went to beauty school. She went to Wilfred's.
Wow.
If everybody knows Wilfred's. They were in New York City.
Wow.
And she used to have her Wilfred's kit. She went to school, didn't do anything with it, didn't have the patience. And I would play with that kit and make everybody beautiful.
Oh.
So I knew, early on that whatever I did would be not in an office, not sitting at a desk. I had an outgoing personality, and I had to be around people and on the move. I cannot sit still.
Right, okay. And then you went on to study. Yeah.
So came to the States, worked for an insurance company for a little bit. Actually did some banking.
Wow.
Didn't like that either.
That wasn't for you.
And worked for the insurance company. They closed, got a severance. We used to get severances.
Yes.
And I took that money and went to school. I went to Woody's. If anybody knows Florida, Woody's was one of the number one schools in Orlando. They're no longer around, but, they've recruited a lot of really good stylists. Then when I finished school, I actually went to work for a salon called On Stage. So coming to America and coming from Jamaica and then coming to America, the transition for that was, how do you start a business? Who do you get to help you? Because when I first got into the business, there was no support like there is now.
Okay.
You either found somebody who was able to talk to you and share their information, because there was not a lot of sharing. It's not like now where you can Google everything, and everything's out there, and everybody's passing information, amongst each other. So I had to dive into people who were close to me and that were clients.
Okay.
Clients are a great resource. So from that, I decided and I saved. I saved my personal funds and then went to a bank, and the banker was a client.
There you go.
She told me, you can do X, Y, and Z, and gave me my first funds to start a business. But I also worked in a salon called On Stage, which was in the mall. And in the 80s, the salons were huge, 25, 30 hairstylists or more.
Wow.
As a group collectively. And then you get your own little clique. Everybody teamed up. There was always like 2 or 3 people that moved around together. And that's how I met my business partner, Catherine.
Oh, yes. Okay, so tell us a little bit about you and Catherine and your journey together.
So Catherine and I started working together in the 80s. She's from New York. I'm from Jamaica. We both have curly hair. We both share the same CPA, actually.
Okay.
So when it was time to decide that we wanted to have our own salon, we were located in Altamont Springs, and we decided on my day off I would go look around and look for buildings and look for businesses. And we actually started our business under the term turnkey, which means that you can acquire a business from somebody else without having to go through all the licensing, and it's a lot less expensive. So you just use their information until that runs out, and then start your business under that umbrella.
Amazing.
So we were able to do that. We opened up Halloween 1993, I think it was.
Yes.
In a salon that needed to be totally renovated, but we just took, baby steps. We would work together in the salon 7 days a week.
Yeah, you do.
Until she came and said, well, you can actually get a day off.
You can imagine that.
Yeah, you can get a day off. We can afford to give you a day off because we'd come in and clean the salon together.
Yeah.
Hire,
But that's
build
a
our team.
sacrifice you put in to do what you want to do.
Well, when you first start out, you do everything
Absolutely.
that you have to do.
Yeah.
You're the one that doesn't, you either don't get that paycheck because you can pay other people.
Yeah.
But and before you start delegating and paying other people to do the work, you do the work to, to save money.
Yeah.
If you're going to run a business that is not made of debt,
Yeah.
and run a successful
And
business
realize
that
your
is
dream.
not, to stay above water.
So what I like to ask a lot of entrepreneurs when you're getting ready to start your business, what's going to set you apart from the competition?
Well, first, you have to have a good business plan, and you have to have good support. You have to have a good CPA.
Right.
You have to have a lawyer. You got to have that team of people around you to guide you, number one.
The business end of it.
The business end of it. A lot of businesses,
dot the I's, cross the T's.
Right. And especially in my business where everything is very creative. People are very creative. They feel like, I can do this. But if you don't have that good business team around you, so the business team as well as the internal stylist team, you're going to run into trouble.
Yeah.
You're not going to last that 5 years. You're not going to cross that umbrella.
You operate differently from other salons. What are some of the differences between Salon Ciseaux and other salons?
Number one, that's different. We opened up the first multicultural salon in Orlando.
Yes.
Where anybody could come in. Two, we're partners, and partnerships don't usually have long history. And we have had a great history. What sets us apart, of course, is the way that we run the business. We run the business debt-free, and we also run the business as a team.
Yes.
So the differences with Ciseaux is that a client doesn't have to come in and feel as if they have to stick with one stylist. We work collectively as one. So if somebody comes in and Arlene can't do their hair, Jojo can do their hair.
I've been through several. Arlene is my main lady, but I've been through several.
Right. So it doesn't really matter who does your hair, but you're under the umbrella of Ciseaux.
Absolutely.
So you walk in and you're going to get great customer service.
That's true.
That's number one. Two, we do a lot of training. So we encourage people and our stylists to always have forward education because this business changes constantly. You've got to be up on color, up on texture, up on customer service. And it's not just the services that you do. You have to know how to talk to people.
That's true.
You have to know how to navigate your customer relationships. Like we have a relationship. The reason we're having this podcast is because we've had a relationship for 20 odd years.
I've been actually, you've been my stylist since before you started your own salon.
Right.
But I found you to be very professional, and you were just always above board, very talented, I call it being quick and good, because some people are quick and not good, and some people are good and not quick. Right. And you are both. And I was like, I need to keep up with her. And here we are, 26 years later.
Right, because you don't want to get stagnant in your profession. Right. So you've got to put money into your talent. Yeah. And a lot of stylists don't do that. We've trained in Europe, we've trained in Russia, we've trained in Germany, Morocco. We've gone around the world and done classes. We bring that information and we share.
Good.
We share the information with the team so they can get better.
And what I like to also make people aware of is just how many lives you have touched as far as stylists go. You have trained so many people who have gone on to do great things around the world. It's got to make you proud. Yeah. These were your students, if you will, your employees.
It has. Yeah. It has. We've trained a lot of people. And even if they don't stay at Ciseaux, because Ciseaux is not for everybody, I want to think that we have touched so many lives and created so much talent that they've gone on to touch other lives and create a better business environment and better salons in Central Florida and beyond Central Florida.
Absolutely. They carry Salon Ciseaux everywhere they go.
And we get a lot of thanks, after the fact. Like, hey, Arlene, Catherine, you did X, Y, and Z for me. I've taken these lessons so far. And that's the praise. And you don't do it to get monetary things back. You do it because you want to share and you want to make other people's lives better. You want to touch other people in a positive way. Yeah.
So you've had some of your stylists who have come through here that you've trained go on to work with like famous groups, like for example, Celtic Woman.
Celtic Woman with that was Ryan De La Rosa. We also did Dale Dees. Dale Dees is very dear to all our hearts. Dale was #1 in Orlando. And Dale started with us, and I continued a relationship with him throughout. We shared, and we share with other salons. We recommend to other salons. Other salons recommend to us because there are certain services that we do here that, the salons don't do.
Right.
Everybody's got their specialty.
Yeah.
You know?
So we're going to take a little trip through the salon and find out about some of the services you offer, different sections around the salon, places I like to hang out when I come here. I actually talk about it on my radio show whenever I have an appointment here and I'm getting ready to go off the air. I'm like, hey, y'all, it's that time for my shampoo, get that little scalp massage, And I make a big deal of it because for me, it's a special treat to come into Salon Ciseaux. So let's take a little trip around the salon and see what sections we run into and tell people about what you do.
All right, because you're natural, and because you're natural, we do Diva and Vidad certifications. So we specialize in natural hair.
I wasn't always natural though. When I first came to you, I had a relaxer.
You weren't.
Yeah.
But to keep, like I said, to keep the business fresh, you always want to be a step ahead of fashion and trend.
Absolutely.
And we stayed ahead of that. And now look at texture. There's a curl girl on every commercial and every magazine.
That's right. And you can do all that hair.
Yes, we can.
All right, so let's go take a look around the salon. All right. So this cool section back here, shampoo section. I love these new chairs, Arlene. Oh,
You can lean back
see, and get that massage.
get that
Oh my goodness. They have to wake me when I'm done. So I see a table in there. This is your aesthetics area?
Yeah, so Ciseaux offers manicures, pedicures, facials. This is our facial area.
I've had a facial here.
A natural line called Tamara Secrets. We've been in relationship with them for 25 years.
Wow.
If anybody has acne or just needs a great natural facial, TS is it.
I have some of those products.
Yep. You certainly do. And manicure, pedicures are done in here.
Nice.
And we do something called Dazzle Dry. It's a polish that dries in 5 minutes. A lot of nurses in hospitals can't use gels and acrylics.
Yeah.
So Dazzle is very natural.
I like the setting back here because it's very intimate. You have the curtain, you go in there with your pedicure person, and you just draw the curtain and you got your own little private area to get your music going in there and everything, and massage your feet. Oh, I love it. Okay, so where do you want to go next? Where they do the nails? Nail art.
Nail
Ding,
art
ding,
as
ding, ding,
well.
ding, ding.
And then we have our processors. Processors, we do a lot of color, and we do color processing. These processors help to dry hair. We do a lot of curly hair that requires dryers. So all these processors are multifaceted. They can be drying hair and processing hair at the same time.
These things look like something out of a sci-fi movie.
They do. They're awesome. We have about 8 stations, and we have our team is about 10 people total.
Okay.
So the team gets to work in here, and this is it. Salon Ciseaux, Catherine and Arlene, we do own this building, by the way.
Yes!
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
We bought the building.
Congratulations.
4 more years, and we are very proud of that move because not a lot of salon owners own their own
Yes,
building.
that's
So
a
we
great
are our own
move.
landlords, so that makes it easier for us to keep our bottom line really low.
I just love how professional you are because I've had some experiences over the years with salons.
Well, the clients, clients make the business, and I think they don't realize that we have to treat people with kindness and respect and really acknowledge our clients.
Yeah.
Because clients can go to any salon. Their salons are a dime a dozen. There's a salon in every block. But what makes Ciseaux more welcoming, what makes you want to come here, is our team, is our professionalism, is our training, is our knowledge, and all that under one umbrella.
Yeah.
And that anybody, any culture, color, creed can walk in here and we can do something. If we can't do it here, we'll refer you to somebody else because we like to share.
Yeah.
We have relationship with other salons, other texture salons, other braiders, other, and not just in Orlando, out of Orlando. We use Wella Color, so you can go on a website, look up a Wella salon, we can say, here, go here, and recommend to somebody
That's cool.
else.
Well, that's why I've been able to stay with you all these years, is because as I've gone through different phases with my hair, going from a relaxer to all natural to braids and all this, you've been able to accommodate me, and I haven't had to go anywhere else, and I love it.
Yeah, we can help you transition.
You know what other part I love? When I come in and they're like, oh, can I get you anything? Glass of wine, maybe? I'm like, yes!
I know, we haven't been able to serve wine and tea since COVID. Everybody's like, when are you going to bring the wine back?
It's coming back. It's coming back.
It's coming back.
Okay, so you have a retail area also.
Right. So when a client gets services, the whole thing is to complete the service with a prescription. And because we are like doctors, we have our PhDs in hair and counseling.
Chemical specialists.
Right. We don't have our own line, something we looked at years ago, but we do have a relationship with Wella. And under the Wella umbrella, we have Sebastian, we have Keratin, we have Olaplex, we have Nioxin. And every product in here we have education on. Every product in here we have been educated on. We also carry a line called Nutrafol. Nutrafol is for women who are going through stress. And COVID brought on a lot of stress. So from stress, there is hair loss. Hair loss also comes from age and menopause and everything else. So we don't just counsel women on the hair on their head. We counsel women on internally, women and men.
You have vitamins over here at some point, right?
Goes on in the body. Everything in here, like I said, we've been educated on, so we can prescribe for a woman from head to toe.
My own personal story with that, at some point over our 26 years, I had, and it was back when I was wearing my hair longer, but at the back of my scalp, there was a bald spot just in one circle. That drove you nuts trying to figure out what was going on, and it ended up being stress. You were asking me everything. What are you taking? Are you taking any medications? What's your husband taking? What's he taking any medication?
Right.
You went through the list, and boy, that took it, and it just ended up being stress.
Yeah, well, that's called a client consultation. A client consultation, you ask the right questions, you get the right answers, and like I said, it's not just making you pretty and sending you out the door. It's keeping you healthy and keeping you informed.
That's right. That's right. Love it, love it, love it.
Through everything.
Yeah.
And that what you had was area alopecia, which is caused by stress.
Wow. See?
And autoimmune system.
Yeah. So you are like a doctor. You just whole body wellness. I love it.
Yeah. So our relationships with all the other lines that we carry. We bring people in to talk about, Dr. Patty has been in here to talk about the vitamins. Nutrafol, we have a relationship with there where they'll test the hair to see what's going on with your hair, see what's going on with your body, and just education with all the lines as well. Okay.
Where do you see Salon Ciseaux in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see Salon Ciseaux with the team that we have. We have a team of girls in here that could actually take over the salon.
Really?
We want to offer profit sharing so that they could have ownership in something.
Nice.
So Catherine and I don't have to always do everything. Because how many brains do you have in a room? That's how many, great ideas that you have. We're not the only two people thinking.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Relationships with other companies where each person can be a leader in the salon and they can manage and do everything in here.
Do you see yourself opening any other locations?
Not at this time.
Not at this time. It's a handful, isn't it?
Personally, I studied personal coaching years ago, so that's an area that I want to go back into.
Okay.
Right, but not at this time. As you know, through COVID, it's really hard to find employees.
Yes.
That is a growing problem from every company and every profession that you've heard of. Okay, so trying to find the right people on the bus is really difficult right now, but we're still, prodding through it.
Absolutely. What a wonderful trip through Salon Ciseaux. I'll be back every other week and get my shampoo in. But before we wrap up this episode of Handle Your Business, tell us more about the awards and the honors and highlights that you've received with Salon Ciseaux.
So one of our most recent awards was the Best of Orlando. So Best of Orlando works where the clients vote for the salon that they think is the best for several categories. And for Best Salon, we got #1 during COVID.
Yes!
I know, yay. So we got to do an entire spread in that magazine, doing hair and makeup at Lou Gardens. It was a lot of fun. I love doing outdoor stuff and fashion shoots.
So you have a makeup artist here too.
My daughter, Allie.
Okay.
Can do makeup. And we've also been in, over the years, Lucky Magazine, Orlando Sentinel, and several other publications over the years. We also partnered during COVID with a lot of other companies so that we didn't have to carry products on the shelf. And that people could access things online since people weren't traveling to go places. So we partnered with MD Prescriptives. This is Sajun. So if you go on our website, you can order these vitamins directly. You can call the salon, talk to a stylist, they can recommend for you. And then we also partner with Nutrafol. And Nutrafol is, you've seen the commercials on TV for it. It's an amazing product that helps women and men to prevent baldness, grow hair back, get it thicker, get better sleep.
Tell the backstory about the name. I remember 26 years ago when you first said, hey, Kathy and I are starting our own salon. We're opening a new salon. And I said, great, what's the name of it? And you told me, but there's a backstory behind that because it's spelled differently.
Ciseaux means scissors in French.
Yes.
The phonetic spelling is Soou, Ciseaux, Zoh.
Yeah.
So the way it worked was I was going to name the salon Salon Allie Barclay, or Allie.
Right.
That was my daughter's.
That's your daughter's name, right?
Kathy goes, well, she's not my daughter.
Oh!
So I said, well, find a name that we both like,
right,
that we can, use. And she's like, okay, it was going to be coiffed and this and that. I'm like, okay, Ciseaux sounds good. Let's try that. But at the time, we were all, trying to use a telephone operator to call assistant service. So no one knew how to pronounce it because it was French. It's not English. So it was Seezoh, Ciseaux, which means scissors in French.
Not Ciseaux, not Salon Ciseaux.
So now everybody knows how to pronounce it. We don't have any problems now.
Ciseaux. After these many years, they just ought to know how to pronounce it. Yes. And you're here to stay. So congratulations. Continued success. You'll continue to see me coming up in here because this is my spot right here. But all the very best. And I usually like to end with a toast to the entrepreneur. Congratulations. Give my love also to Kathy as well.
Yep.
But here's to doing good business. Click.
Here's
all
to
right.
having great clients like Jojo.
Arlene Webber, handle your business. Yes.
I do.
Until next time, fam, we'll see you. Handle your business.